Hey, welcome back to the shop. Today we're going to pick up on our third video for this 2000 model 7.3 Power Stroke diesel. Got running in the last video. You can go back and check it out, or the first video where we tore it down and tried to diagnose what was going on with it, found those broke push rods and stuff. Anyway, today we checked the rocker arms and those new push rods we put in there, make sure all that's working. Got that UV dye that we put in the fuel, so we got those injectors that we put the new O-rings and stuff on, got them reinstalled. So we're gonna check those, make sure we ain't got any fuel leaks, because that's basically the first thing we noticed is that we had fuel in the oil. So come on along, we'll get in here and see if we can get this thing figured out and see what we get into. In here a little closer, we'll check out these rocker arms and just make sure everything looks like it's supposed to. All this noise is gonna be pretty bad. That's what it is, it's a diesel truck running. Doing what it's supposed to be doing. Take you back out here and set you on a tripod and rev it up 3 times for what the smoke looks like. So I'm gonna turn these lights out here, and I got a black light, that dye that we put in the fuel. I'm gonna crank this thing up, run it a little bit, and then look over the injectors there and make sure we ain't got any leaks coming out. It should be real obvious. It's kind of a fluorescent orange, yellowy looking. You can see it if it's there. So we're gonna turn these lights out and go over here and check it out. I'll try to get you a video. So I splashed a little bit of this dye in this bucket of oil over here, and so that's what the splatters there. That's what that would look like if they had any in the oil. So really ain't nothing sticking out. I think we're good on the no fuel leak. All that looked pretty good, so I'm gonna set you up on time lapse here, and I'm gonna jump in here and start putting some of this stuff back together. I think we can get a lot of it done this evening, so here we go. All right, we got a bunch of it put back together, so come on, let me take you in here and show you what we got. Pretty much got everything put back together. Got the intercooler pipe in here on this side, got the AC back on there, got all these wires plugged back up. Of course, I've had the battery in for a little bit. And over here on the other side, of course, got this battery in, got the air box in, new air filter. So all the cold air intake is on there. intercooler pipe, got it back on there. Went ahead and put a new serpentine belt on it while we was there. So really, the only thing I lack at this point is getting this reservoir on. I got it sitting out here. It's pretty nasty, got some rust in it. I'm gonna take it down there and clean it up good with the water hose and put it back on there, fill it up with, got some new jugs of antifreeze over there. Put some new antifreeze in it, got to drain the oil out of it and fill it back up with some good oil and change the oil filter, and she should be ready to go. We'll take her for a drive. So I'll bring you back when we got a little more to see. Morning, it's Monday morning. Nice cool morning, beautiful, sun's out, weather's perfect. I'm gonna raise the door on this shop, back this old truck up a little bit, clean some of that oil up, and we'll go from there. So turn you around here and we'll see what we're getting into this morning. So it would seem on picking up on this thing on Monday morning, we have developed a new oil leak here. And we just put all that stuff back together there Saturday night. So it's been sitting for a day. Some kind of contraption right here that is apparently leaking. So I'm gonna turn you around, set you up on a tripod. We'll back this truck up and go from there. All right, so I got the radiator out, got the transmission's lines unhooked from it. It was already dry. We'd already drained the antifreeze out of it when we started. Got the intercooler unhooked, got it out, got it outside. We'll walk up there in a minute and look at it. Let me bring you in here and show you this, what it looks like without it, and that little old line that I think we got that new leak on this morning. So plenty of room in there without all that stuff in the way. So we've got the shroud, the radiator, and the intercooler out. I don't know if you can see right down in there underneath that blue pipe, I laid a little old rag on it, that little old shiny line running right in there. So that's rubber with that mesh stuff on the outside of it, and then it's a metal line up here. So I think right in there where that rubber is where it's leaking down all over the frame there and down on the ground. So we'll have to get in there and check that out. But before we do that, so down here underneath, I want to show you too, just got a little bit of transmission fluid that we lost there. Took these lines, let's turn it up here. Took these lines loose right here. And what I did is I took a piece of one of them old black rubber gloves and cut it and put it on the end of it right there and taped it up. Well, I cut a corner off one of them grease rags and took a little screwdriver, a little bitty screwdriver, just kind of put it in there and put that rubber glove over it and tied it up so it ain't siphoning all the transmission fluid out of it while it's sitting there. So hopefully that'll keep that dry and we won't have to add very much back to the transmission. Looks like that transmission probably needs a little service too, but one project at a time. All right, let me get you around here and take you outside and see what's going on. All right, so when I first barn drug me out a little piece of OSB, set this intercooler up on it, keep it up off the gravel, and probably gonna pour some diesel fuel in that, slosh her around a little bit, let it set for a little, drain it out in a bucket, and then take some purple power or something, spray on it, see if we can't get that cleaned off. I've already ran water through the radiator here and got it flushed out pretty good. Probably wash out the fins and stuff. All right, get you set up, we'll get started. All right, got the intercooler cleaned up, got it moved back in here down the house, got a little lunch, changed shirts, had junk blue all over me. So, intercooler cleaned up pretty good. Took a leaf blower and put in the top there, and held it there for a little bit and blew any excess water out, come out that bottom hole there. So got all that done. Got the radiator sitting over here. Just flushed it had like some rust in it, flushed it out good. Took the pressure washer and just washed the core out good. So should be good to go on that. Got the fan shroud laying over here. It's kind of hard to get a clean shot of this, but where that shroud was cracked, took the zip ties and went around that crack there and stitched her up. Made the old Franken fender out of it. So I'm gonna take a little 220 grit sandpaper and scuff that up a little bit around those zip ties where we fix that crack in that, and put you a little JB weld on there, and bring you in here and show it to you, get her done. Alright, I'll fix that right up right there. Looks pretty good. Clean the JB weld on both sides and the zip ties, that ain't going nowhere. Alright, we're back this morning, and we don't have a puddle under here like we did yesterday after it set for the weekend. I do have some oil spillage back there, but that's where I dropped the oil filter when I was doing the oil change. So coming back in here where we thought we had a leak, this line right here is actually a brake line, and so it comes off of the master cylinder here on this little line and goes around. So apparently this deal down in here is just some of the anti-locking brake deal. So this is a hydro boost, because of the diesel engine doesn't have high compression, doesn't have vacuum to pull a regular, so they're all hydro boosts. So it comes off of the power steering pump. So I was a little concerned about that power steering line down there. So after thinking about it, I think I know where the oil's coming at, but we're gonna double check it here. I'm gonna get Janie I'm gonna crank the truck up and get her to turn the wheel back and forth. We'll check all the power steering lines, make sure we don't have a leak there. Get her to pump the brakes, and we'll check the brake line, make sure we ain't got a leak there. And then I'll show you where I think the leak is really coming from. So I'll get back with you here in a minute. All right, back to our oil leak investigation. I'm thinking, bring you down here where you can see this intercooler pipe right here. Somebody has put this heat shielding on it, and it's got a insulation type material underneath it there. And of course, this whole thing was just saturated with oil on the outside from years of use or whatever. And I actually cleaned it up in a bucket of diesel fuel over there and got it all cleaned out. What I didn't realize is that diesel fuel had soaked in to that insulation stuff there. So when I put that thing back on that sat there all weekend, all that old fuel and oil that had been soaked into that thing leaked out everywhere. So we'll have to take some rags and sop a bunch of that junk out, and we'll put her back on there. I think we found her oil leak. I don't know if it's gonna do any good or not, but while I'm putting that other stuff back together over there, I'm up there and got my little vacuum pump and set it up, tied into the AC system here. The AC's dead, got no pressure on it whatsoever. I'm gonna pull a vacuum on it, if it'll pull a vacuum. If it don't, we'll just unplug it, not worry about it. If it does, may try to shoot a little 134A in there and see if we can get this thing to cool off again. That'd be nice. All right, be back when I'm gonna go over here and put this other stuff back together on the other side. Alright, let's run this thing down the road and see how she does here. Let me turn you around and see if you can see out this dirty windshield and you can ride with me for a minute. Alright, so we got about 26 miles there, pretty much open road. And I mean, they're country roads, but still not anything to put it in a bind. So around one of these back roads over here, it's got some pretty steep uphill stuff and some curves. And kind of see how she does in a pull. Old Mesa's doing good though. The temperature's perfect, oil pressure's good, everything seems to be fine. This is more of a motorcycle road here than it is a truck road. The SO truck pulls a lot of weight, loaded with all the tools and the material for service calls and stuff. Sounds like a diesel truck to me. I believe we got her. From what I was looking at on the internet, people worked on them trucks on a regular basis said when you get all them injectors back in, take about 50 miles for them to clear out. Not sure how long it was taking to start before all this issue come up. Take about 7 seconds right now if you count 1001, 1002, you know. She usually light off in about 7 seconds, which seems a little long to me. We'll try it here when we get back to the shop hot. Everything I've been doing is pretty much cold starts. I ain't running enough to even get it up to operating temperature till right now. So we'll give it a shot. We'll get back. If that works out pretty good there, about the only thing we got to do is see if we can get that big old ladder drug back up on top of it. And found some windshield wipers behind the seat here. Viper blades, I'm gonna put them on. These that's on here look horrible. I'm sure they probably bought them on the day that it was raining and didn't want to get wet, so then when it quit raining they didn't need them, so they stayed behind the seat. That's what I'm figuring anyhow. So I'm gonna sign you off here and we'll pick up. I'm saying we're done with this one. It worked out real good. I learned a bunch on this, hope y'all did too. Hope you enjoyed it. Can't say I enjoyed all of it. Some of it kind of hard. Anyway, we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share. We'll see you next time. Alright, we got her back to the house here. Just checked that transmission fluid and it's fine. We didn't lose enough taking them lines loose to make a difference. So we'll see what it does on a hot start here, see how long it takes for it to kick off. Shouldn't even have to wait on the glow plugs, really. Yeah, if I can get the switch to turn. Oh yeah, fire's right up. I think we're good to go. We'll try to get these windshield wiper blades put on there and drag that ladder up here and we'll take this bad boy home.